What is the Strategic Petroleum Reserve? Well, it's a lot bigger than you might think, and it sits along the coastline of the Gulf of Mexico in these huge underground salt caverns. The smallest of these storage bins is about 2,000 feet deep. So for a little perspective, that's actually deep enough to lodge 2 Eiffel Towers end to end. The bins can go as far down as 4,000 feet. It is the most cost-effective way, though, to store the oil for a long period of time. It's also the most environmentally secure. These salt walls are what they call self-healing. Should there be a crack, the wall actually instantly repairs itself. The temperature difference from top to bottom keeps the crude constantly circulating, and that maintains the oil quality for a long period of time, which of course we need. Now, there are 4 of them: the Bryan Mound, Big Hill, West Hackberry, and the Bayou Choctaw. Each of these, though, has a different capacity. In total, there are 727 million barrels stored, but that actually represents less than 90 days of the average American consumption. It does, however, make up the world's largest supply of emergency crude oil. Now, for a little perspective on that, the 1973-74 oil embargo, that's when many of the Arab nations actually cut off shipments to the United States. That prompted the government under President Ford to establish the Strategic Oil Reserve. And strategic is exactly what it means. It's only to be tapped in times of emergency. Only the President of the U.S. can make that decision to actually withdraw crude. It's then distributed by competitive sale in the open market. The first time this happened was during Operation Desert Storm back in 1991. In 2001, President Bush actually ordered to up the ante and increase the amount of oil stored to represent capacity of more than 700 million barrels. The second emergency drawdown happened after Hurricane Katrina in 2005. Congress then authorized the expansion of the reserve to 1 billion barrels. So let's take a look at a global perspective. As I mentioned, the United States has the most reserves with 727 million barrels. Japan comes in second with 326 million, followed by Germany, France, South Korea, and finally Spain with 54 million barrels.